for a long time.
Was getting out there the thing that you thought it would be? From running down the hill, riding the bus around, playing in the game, was it everything that you thought it would be during the recruiting process?
It was actually more. I was trying not to be too emotional about it. Just I'm trying to keep a level head, but it was more than what I would expect.
How cool is it for you to see Frank make that touchdown catch, the two of you, kind of coming through the program together as freshmen?
It was cool. I mean, I've been expecting him and myself and all of us to be making big plays like that, so it's fun to see it was possible.
How much have you embraced the role of kick returner that you've taken on so far with the team?
I'm just ready to do whatever the team needs me to do. So I'll do whatever. I play linebacker. I play I play whatever.
And had you known for a while that you were going to run out there and have a chance to return the opening kickoff for the team this year?
I mean, for probably 2 weeks, but I really didn't know that was the idea when I was getting recruited, or the past 7 months we've been practicing. So it's cool. It's a cool experience and a fun experience.
Was it tough to keep your emotions in check when you get out there, the first game in Death Valley for you, and you've only been out on the field a few minutes, and also the ball's coming right at you? You kind of have to gather yourself for a minute, maybe when the ball is in the air.
Not really. Just because Coach Sky and Coach Sweeney prepared me for that situation. Coach Sweeney explained it to me, just make it a practice, or just make it to seem as practice. And if you practice hard, it's going to be like how it is in the game. So I was not really nervous, or there's not a lot of emotion going through it.
Coming from the West Coast all the way east, you recruited, brought yourself all the way to Clemson. Now you're here. You've been here for a while. You've got to acclimate yourself. Tell us about the transition from California high school to Clemson College.
I was just focused on myself, so it's not really about California football. It's not about Southeastern football. It's just about me, and it's about being the best version of myself I can be.
What's the biggest thing that drew you to Clemson? Was it the wide receiver you ran, or just the success that they've had in the playoffs the last few years, or a combination of a lot of things?
It's been everything like wide receiver you, but most importantly is how genuine everybody was. It was not fake.
Davison, you're not just you're the hardest working player that he's ever seen come through here. Where's that come from?
I say it comes from my parents, and also within myself, just knowing that a lot of people sacrifice a lot of, they sacrifice a lot just to see me here today, so I can't take that for granted.
Have you tried to learn a lot from T and DeAndre and Justin and the guys ahead of you that have been here for a few years?
Oh yeah, I think we've all been trying to learn from just ourselves, like watching past film study. I watch a lot of T film from last year and everything. I'm pretty sure you watch a lot of film from NFL guys, so I'm trying to get better.
Dabo was saying that you guys are always going to be prepared for each game because of the stiff competition in practice. You guys have elite guys all across the practice field. What have you seen early on this season in terms of how you guys are preparing with tough competition in practice?
It's like playing the game every day. You can't take a play off. You can't lose focus in practice, or AJ Terrell is going to expose you, or DK is going to expose you. So you got to stand on your toes, and you just got to practice hard, practice all the way.
Why do you feel like you've been able to come in and make such an immediate impact?
Like I said before, it's just who I am. I feel like I gotta work hard, and there's a lot of people that sacrifice a lot for me, so I can't be. There's no reason I shouldn't.
What do you bring to the table as a player, as a receiver, as a
It's not really any specific thing I bring. It's just I bring a lot of passion. So that's just gonna be a passion out of me. I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I'm just gonna try to get that.
Do you feel more comfortable right now on the boundary or the field or one or the other?
It's funny you ask that, because as soon as I was starting to feel real comfortable at the field, they moved to the boundary. But I played boundary all high school, so I feel comfortable.
Do you feel like your skill set translates to one better than the other, or you feel?
You'd have to ask Coach Scott because I feel like I'll just do what I'm to.
They say iron sharpens iron. You go against DK and AJ in practice every day. What's the competition level like there when you guys are going at it? Does it get really competitive with you guys during practice?
It's a league competition. I'm not where I want to be right now, but AJ is almost to where he wants to be. So it's hard. I just got to focus on the details and everything. And going against DK with all that speed, you just got to focus on the details.
What are some of the sacrifices people have made to help you get this?
Do a lot of to be honest, but just sending your son away from college 3,000 miles away is pretty big sacrifice.
What's it been like you've been able to stay in contact? Is it hard at all trying to make that adjustment?
A little bit with the schedule and the time delay. It's a little bit hard to keep some contact, but I try to come on as possible, call my brother as possible.
It's obviously nice for any receiver to have a quarterback like Trevor Lawrence throwing to him, but Chase Bryce throws a really nice ball too, as he showed on Thursday. What's your relationship with him, and how does having a backup quarterback like him help your development as a young wide receiver?
Well, they're all elite quarterbacks, even Tyson and they're all elite. So just having a relationship with all of them, even Trevor, it makes being a receiver a lot easier because the ball's going to be where you want it to be a lot of times.
A lot of freshmen, it's typical for them to hit a wall sort of sometimes in camp. I think even some of the coaches said they were expecting you to sort of review it, so it didn't happen. What do you think made you to sort of push through that and forward back to?
Oh no, I had a lot of support from the wide receiver group, like T, Dre, Harley, Cornell, just encouraging me every day to just keep pushing and keep doing it. We was all struggling for a little bit, fall camp, with the heat and everything, but just kept pushing and trying to get better, so that just happened.
How crucial was having been here in the spring for sort of giving you a foundation?
Oh, I think it was huge. Just learning plays and everything, and just the fundamentals down. So I think that was very good.
When you came here in January, what was the biggest adjustment for you just coming out?
It's the speed of school. School's a lot faster, a lot more work to be done, a lot more self-work to be done. So it's just pretty much it.
Did you become a fan of Clemson the last few years, even though you were out on the West Coast, or was it just basically came down to this was the best fit you thought for you and your future?
I wasn't really a fan of Clemson. I just admired Coach Sweeney and what he's done. But as soon as I recruited, as soon as I committed, I was a fan. That counts.
Right. But say going back 3 or 4 years, it was like, oh, the Clemson game's on. I got to make sure to tune in. You just weren't interested in that kind of way.
Nah, the game I remember vividly was Ohio State, Clemson, and then the game on my birthday, January 9th, we won the national. So when they won.
Did you watch the A&M game last year?
Oh yeah, I watched every game this year.
Is it going to feel sort of surreal, the fact that you're actually playing in it this time?
I feel like all them jitters got out last game. That was kind of like my first college game and everything. So I'm on to my second college game.
Since you guys both came in together, a lot of talk about you two together, you and Frank. Do you guys have any kind of a friendly rivalry off the field? I mean, do you kind of go back and forth with each other, kind of a friendly competition about, you got the first touchdown last week, or I want to get more catches and yards than you this week, even just in a in a fun way?
Not really, because there's more to the game. Touchdowns, you got to block and everything. So we've been just trying to push each other. It's not really about competition. It's about competition. It's a friendly competition, just to get better. Not necessarily touchdowns.
When Coach Sweeney talks about you, he talks about you in a way that he really hasn't talked about anyone else, especially freshmen on this team. Have you heard some of the things that he's been saying about you, and I guess what does that mean to you?
I've heard everything. My mom said some, but this humbling experience just came from him. And I just got to keep getting better. I can't let those words get to my head too much.
come up with sending you stuff though that he said? That's cool.
Is there any hesitation from your family, like not wanting to go so far away, or
At first it was like that, but they came down here with me and they seen everything. They were all in, I guess.
are you hoping to get out of your college experience, not only I guess from the football field, but also away from the
A degree. I'm trying to graduate. So
You know what your major?
I'm majoring in psychology.
Anything else?
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.